Hey there, and welcome to the Weeb Lounge. Once again, I am Nick, and this is episode 11 of Kuma 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 Bear. And finally, this time around, we get an episode that's worthy of a good isekai anime. Man, I was losing all hope. I just wanted one episode with a fairly epic battle showing off Yuna's skills and actually entertaining me for once. We finally get one. Hooray! Alright, in the last episode, she was dealing with some bandits and some assassins and everything that came to her room after a whole bunch of stuff that really didn't make any difference or matter, really. But in this one, it picks up with her turning in those bandits, and she apparently went around and hunted all the other ones throughout the entire night. So this whole episode, she's pretty much sleepy. She's going off no sleep whatsoever. So yeah, she has to deal with that on top of forming a plan to fight the Kraken. All right, well, the episode basically starts off with this guy Zarad. Okay, Zarad was the guy that looks like the the kind of evil merchant, evil politician guy, and of course, as everyone pretty much figured, he's the one behind all the bandits, okay? He's the one behind the blockade with the bandits to cause all the inflation in food prices and everything. And, well, they end up catching him red freaking handed. He goes into the safe, opens it up, and it's basically Scrooge McDuck looking for his gold and everything, but he's trying to, get some and go because he knows he's been found out and he gots to go. But, yeah, that doesn't work out well for him. They find him in his vault. They arrest him there, and he also gets slapped all to hell. I mean, that was a hard slap. That was pretty brutal. But yeah, they end up arresting him, so the bandit issue's taken care of, right? Now, I always kind of suspected maybe he lured the Kraken there or something like that, but apparently that's not the case. The Kraken came there on its own, and Zarad, old political guy, he simply took advantage of the situation by putting the bandits in place to inflate those prices. So, one problem down. So the town's not going to starve now. They have a roadway out. They can go get supplies and everything, but still their ports are basically blocked off by the Kraken. Well, Yuna finds herself kind of wandering through town trying to get ideas, even though she's still really sleepy. Okay, well, before that, she goes and kind of fills her stomach with a couple of meals, right? I'll get to the fight and the Kraken and everything in a minute. But she goes to this little inn or whatever, has a meal, and the guy, I don't remember their names because I'm bad with names, whatever, but big old dude's daughter decides to cook her a meal, and it turns out to be grilled fish, rice, and miso soup with chopsticks. It's a traditional Japanese meal. And this brings Yuna to tears. She's like, this is what I want. And it tastes like home. And then she finds out about this country of Wu, or Wa, country of Wa. And apparently they have cuisine like this that's fairly normal. So if there's going to be later seasons or whatever, chances are she's going to make her way there. And I have a feeling probably meet other people that were brought from their world over, because you can't have the coincidences like that without an explanation. Okay, that's typical isekai stuff. But she has a meal there. She goes around, wanders the town, trying to figure things out. She has another meal with the two people that she rescued up on the mountains, them and their family. And she's wandering around trying to get ideas. She sees a kid jump off a wall or something, and that gives her the idea is what if my bears could fly? No, bears don't fly. They done. And then she saw some little kid blowing bubbles or whatever, and she was like, oh, okay, what if I use magic to put a magic bubble around me so I can breathe and then walk the base of the seafloor? And then, kind of realizes that the second she tries to do any kind of attack or launch fireball out the bubble pops, she drowns. Okay, that's not going to work. And while she's at this family's house, they're having a hot pot. All right? And apparently in this medieval type magical world, there's electric hot pots or something. I don't know what it's probably powered by magic. Who the hell knows? But there is legit a hot plate sitting there for the hot pot to cook. There's a lot of things they don't explain in this. It's just okay, we're going to throw this in and gloss over why it's there. Whatever. Okay, well, that gives her this bigger idea, because there's this little caldera in the cliffside. Okay, so squid in hot pot, maybe this will work. All right, so she starts to set this up. She needs some bait, a really long rope, and a specific part of the cliffside that has like this little indention, caldera, whatever the heck you call it. It's an area that goes in a little bit more. So she summons, a couple episodes ago when she was fighting the monster army or whatever, there was that big old worm or whatever, and she kind of stores everything. She's like a hoarder, but she stores everything in the glove. Which glove is it? Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. She summons the worm, takes this big old rope that they got, ties it around the worm, and ties that to a tree, and chucks it in. She's fishing. She's fishing for squid. The Kraken. Big old Kraken. Okay, well, she has to wait around a little bit, but the Kraken does take the bait, grabs the worms, I guess starts chowing down on it, while Yuna uses her, like, bear geo magic or whatever to summon, like, this big fleet of stone bears, really big, huge things, to come in and seal off the caldera. Okay, now, this is the first time you see Yuna, like, straining herself magic-wise, okay? This one actually pushes her to her dead limits, all right? So, she pulls all these bears in, effectively trapping the Kraken in there. And the idea is to basically start using her fire magic to boil this water over and cook the Kraken. A giant freaking hot pot. Okay, well, the Kraken, of course, doesn't want to just sit there and tries to attack Yuna a few times. That doesn't work. Tries to get out by climbing over the bears, and like Yuna just like, nope, chopped off a tentacle and everything. It regenerates really quick, just like chop it off, boop, right back, whatever. But just keeps pew-pewing at it, and she is running dead on mana. I mean, she's on fumes. But finally, over a good amount of time, apparently, because it was, pure daylight, now it's sunset and everything, so it must have taken a while to get this water hot. But eventually the Kraken succumbs and is cooked. Literally cooked. Chances are it's going to feed that town for like a year. Okay, they're not going to waste that. They're going to cut it up and eat the sucker. So Yuna is successful. The town's happy as hell, and everybody has a happy life and stuff. And she takes a nap. She like the second it's done, she's like falls asleep, kaput. She's done. Wasted. So yeah, they the townsfolk and everybody, they're all celebrating. Got rid of the bad politician guy, got rid of the bandits, got rid of the Kraken. Town's all happy and back to normal. They're very appreciative of her, and that's kind of sort of how it ends. All right. Now, I have to say I was expecting maybe a little something or extending the episode possibly to the next one, because the next one's episode 12, which is also the last of the season. And of course, being the season finale or whatever, you gotta do something big, right? Well, whatever big thing is going to happen here, it's going to be self-contained and or maybe set up for a season 2. I have no idea if there's going to be a season 2 or not. Considering the majority of this series, I don't think a season 2 is warranted, because the vast majority of this series just absolutely sucked. It really sucked. You can handpick, I can handpick maybe 3 episodes, including this one, that I enjoyed, and the rest of them were just kind of whatever. No, I was getting really sick of all the stupid cutesy and everybody serving pudding all the frickin' time. Stop with the pudding. Never mention pudding again. If this show never mentions pudding again, keeps that promise, go ahead and do a season 2. I won't complain. But no more frickin' mentions of pudding. Done. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. I have to say, reluctantly, I'm looking forward to episode 12. I don't know what they're going to do. I was hoping for a big battle tie-in, for this to be the finale somehow, but they're just going to do something else, and I don't know what that something else is, so I'm just going to have to wait a week to find out. We'll see you then.